What up and welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. Violent J says the 6th is coming out. Shaggy says that's impossible. Twiztid, welcome to your funeral pre-orders. And Claas, this is Bukshot and Boondox. All that and more on today's episode. All right, welcome back to the show. We here, we kicking it, we live for a brand new one. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in. We got some new music, news, and all that shit to talk about per usual, right? On the Beneath the Dirt podcast. So let's stop fucking around. Get into some new music. Crossworm, Dirtcore. Dirtcore dropped a new compilation. I think, let's see, when did it drop? On Christmas Day, on the 25th of December, they dropped a new Dirtcore Volume 1. You could get it on Bandcamp right now. It is streaming on Apple Music, Spotify, and all that. I have listened to this a few times, and it's pretty dope. The streaming version has less songs than the version that you'll find on Bandcamp, but it's still a dope listen on the streaming services. I haven't listened to the version on Bandcamp. I think I saw Crossworm say that hard copies, physical CDs will be released for this project, but it's dope, man. Dirtcore has a dope lineup. Dirtcore has the God Mum Ra, Samson, Sleep Lyrical, Crossworm, of course, J Reno, Mad Macc, Grounds. I think that's everybody. Looking at the track list, I think I covered everybody right there. And their lineup is like the sleepers of the underground, of like this wicked underground scene. All the sleepers. Mad Macc is a fucking beast on the microphone. Same with J Reno and Sleep Lyrical. They got songs on here together that are fire. Really dope. Crossworm is even on a track with J Reno and Mad Macc called Landmine, bringing out the old Crossworm rapping style. Like, we haven't heard Crossworm rapping like that in I don't even know how long. It's been a minute, but it was dope to hear some like throwback vibe style coming from Crossworm on that track with J Reno and Mad Macc. You got what other songs on here that are dope? The Split, J Reno, Crossworm, Sleep Lyrical, Mad Macc, Zatoichi, I think that's it. Zatoichi, Fire, Mad Macc, Wear Them Kicks. Like, just, I think Mad Macc, J Reno, and Sleep Lyrical being on Dirtcore, for the three of them in specific, is like the best shit that ever happened to them or for them. Because, like, the quality of music that is going to come out of Dirtcore with Crossworm's mixing and mastering, I say it all the time, is just fucking top notch. But this is a dope compilation that they threw together. Everybody killed it on here. Grounds, with his hooks and whatnot. Mum Ra, they got two members of Mission Infect on Dirtcore as well. Mum Ra and Mad Macc, fucking fire. Dirtcore Volume 1 on all streaming outlets and on Bandcamp for the expanded edition. Go peep that shit. Let's see. GrewSum dropped a new EP. Similar to GrewSum's Locker that we talked about on the top albums of the year. That one was just a pre-order only. You couldn't listen to it, whereas this one you can order the CD, but it is not available on streaming. The good thing with this CD is you're getting it straight from the manufacturer, and there will be no delays in getting this CD, whereas GrewSum's Locker, he's still working on that one. Been almost a year, but still figuring it out. But this new EP from GrewSum, Relic, is dope. Like, I don't know what to say, man. Like, GrewSum, anytime GrewSum drops, is gonna be fire. This EP is really just kind of rapping. He's on that old man flow. Remember we were talking about the Mission Effect song off Armageddon, old man flow. This is basically the old man flow EP right here. Basically talking about, you know, being around, being an OG in this, and, you know, talking shit to, you know, the newer generation and whatnot. Not calling out any names or anything like that, but basically just saying he's better even though he's an old man born in 1984. I fucks with this EP, man. GrewSum is just that dude. If you love rapping and dope-ass hooks, no reason why you wouldn't fuck with GrewSum's music. So you can pre-order that. Just hit up one of his social media pages. He has the link up there. And it's 6 tracks with a bonus verse. And there's not much to say about it. I'm trying to look. You know, he's got the Anno Domination production on here, which is just what he rocks most of the time, and it works really well. Dope EP from GrewSum. Hopefully it hits streaming at some point, and hopefully when he fulfills those orders for GrewSum's Locker, that'll hit streaming as well, because that was a dope EP, man. A few of those songs need to be heard, like that joint with Low Key and Dubs. Like, that shit was fire. New GrewSum EP, Relic, available to order straight from the manufacturer right now. And talk about like more pre-orders, more music coming your way. We talked about this in the breakdown of the year. Twiztid's Welcome to Your Funeral pre-orders are up now. You could go cop that. They got CDs, vinyls, t-shirts, hats, jackets, cassettes, tape, skate decks, mirrors, whole bunch of shit. Bunch of pre-orders. They're going to be pushing this one hard. And it drops Valentine's Day, right? I believe. Let me click on one of these links here. Yes, Valentine's Day, February 14th, Welcome to Your Funeral comes out. The interesting thing with Welcome to Your Funeral is they've released 6 songs out of the 10 that are on the album. So 60% of the album has been released. I don't remember if I talked about this on the year-end wrap-up or not. I don't remember if the pre-orders were out when I did that episode. Probably. But we've heard more than half the album. If you've been listening to songs that they've released, you've already heard more than half the album. But if you go to a website like Bull Moose, shout out to Bull Moose, one of the last dope record stores in the New England area that I fully support. They got pre-orders up for Welcome to Your Funeral. And if you look at the track list, there's actually 12 songs on the indie vinyl edition. So there's going to be 2 editions of the vinyl, right? Basically 2 different covers as well. The standard cover is kind of like a purplish with green accents, and the indie store vinyl is just a green cover. And there's 2 extra songs, FYD and Thunder from the Sky. I haven't watched any of Monoxide's live streams lately. If he's addressed this at all, I haven't seen any really news from Twiztid about this as well. They also have CDs available on Bull Moose and what, you know, other independent record stores, or even Amazon if you want to support the greedy, money hungry pigs that Amazon are. But even the CD says it has 2 extra bonus tracks. Now, I don't know. I haven't seen anything specifically saying that there would be a different version of the CD for record stores like there is for the vinyl. But if you click the track list info on the Bull Moose website for Welcome to Your Funeral, it has FYD and Thunder from the Sky as well listed on the track list. So yeah, in the case of the independent record stores, you've heard half the album. In the case of the M&E store version, of the album, you've heard more than half the album. What will be on streaming, I don't know. They haven't specified. I don't even know if I've seen a track list. I guess I'll hit up the iTunes store real quick while we're talking about this. But this is the album produced by Zeus. Dude produced Rob Zombie, Hatebreed, Queensryche, and a whole bunch of other rock shit. And they got a legit rock producer producing their stuff. I haven't seen too many people's opinions on this album or the songs that have been released, but then again, I don't really follow too many people anymore. On I still follow everybody on social media, but it's just different. Like I got burner accounts and shit that I got now. Like I just be following the artists now, so I don't really see opinions and views and shit like that. I don't be tuning into YouTube videos like that anymore. Getting people's opinions anymore. I just don't. I don't know. But so looking at the iTunes version, Thunder from the Sky is on the iTunes edition. So there's 11 songs on the iTunes, at least according to this pre-order that I'm looking at right now. No FYD like there is for the indie store vinyl of I just fucking exit out of it. So you get 11 tracks on Welcome to Your Funeral on streaming and iTunes. If you order it from Twiztid, you get 10. Indie record stores, you get 12. Oh, shit. I had to pause recording right there. I was struggling. I'm getting over a sickness, so I had to go fucking eat some honey real quick for my fucking voice. That shit was killing me. Fuck. But yeah, Twiztid, Welcome to Your Funeral pre-orders up now. Cop them if you want. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. But let's see what else we got here. We got Xul. More M&E news, I guess. Xul is booking a tour. So if you're a promoter, whatever, book Xul. A la Xul LLE. I think the whole record label is going on tour. Super famous. And SON hitting the road sometime in the near future, which is dope. Like, I don't remember the last time Xul actually hit the road. Like, when was the last time they were on tour? I'm glad and happy to see them getting back into it. They're getting ready to release the new record, Gods of Evil Rise, hitting the road, probably to promote it. And that's dope. And then we got JuggalOhio 3, Ouija Macc putting on JuggalOhio 3. I don't think a lineup has been announced yet. I'm on the JuggalOhio website. I don't recall seeing any news on social media about it, but on the JuggalOhio website, I don't see any info on the lineup. Same venue as last year, the King of Clubs. Believe he sold it out last year. Tickets are still available. The show is going down March 28th and March 29th, so about 2.5 months away from that. So still time to cop tickets, but who knows? I think he sold out every JuggalOhio event that he's done so far, the first 2. So I wouldn't wait too fucking long for that. I would imagine Darby O'Trill's playing it. And I'm sure he got more, artists gonna be playing, like, of course. So once that happens, we'll be talking about that. But Ouija Macc doing JuggalOhio in March. And then we got Juggalo Weekend 2025, Worcester, Massachusetts, and Sturbridge. Finally, the hometown gets a big Juggalo event going down February 14th and 15th at the Palladium and at the Sturbridge Host Hotel. Originally, the DCGCon was announced that it was going to be at the DCU Center, which is right across the street from the parking lot of the Palladium. Like, you could see the DCU Center, Convention Center from the Palladium. Like, it's right fucking there. There's hotels everywhere. They originally announced it there at last year's gathering. For whatever reason, they didn't or weren't able to lock that venue down for the DCGCon. And now it's going down in Sturbridge, which is a half hour away from the Palladium in Worcester. I guess they have shuttles running in between the Palladium and the venue in Sturbridge. But yeah, that kind of sucks. And it's February. It's February in New England. New England weather can be treacherous. The last couple years, knock on wood, it hasn't been that bad. We haven't got that much snow. It's been cold as fuck here lately. It's been really fucking cold here. But I mean, shit. It's been known to drop, a couple feet of snow on any given day in the winter here in Massachusetts. Central Mass, which is where this is all taking place. The lineup for the Valentine's Day show, the ICP Tunnel of Love show, so they're going to be kicking all their freaktastic hits on the Valentine's Day show, February 14th. Chris Calico will be there. Lardy B will be there. Darby O'Trill and a live taping of JCW Lunacy will be going down as well. And then on the Saturday show, it just says ICP. Probably just get a classic ICP show. Just them playing all the fucking hits. Ouija Macc, Whitney Payton, Tier Diaz, and another live taping of JCW Lunacy. So if you love JCW, you love wrestling, you get 2 JCW shows that weekend, 2 ICP shows that weekend, and a bunch of other people. Chris Calico's coming. I don't remember last time Chris Calico was in the New England area. That's dope. And, yeah, the DCGCon. When was the last time the DCGCon went down? Like 2017, 2018, something like that? I forget. A bunch of dumb shit popped off at the last DCGCon, so they shut it down, which was fucking wild and stupid. So DCGCon and Juggalo weekend, the shows, Palladium, Sturbridge, Mass, going down. Can't believe Worcester got one of these big events. It's been a long time since we got an event like this. I'm trying to remember. Actually, Twiztid 420 show was last year. That was dope. They did 2 days of the 420 weekend at the Palladium. That was dope. And I think the last one before that was Fright Fest, like 05. So to see them start doing big events here again is really fucking cool to see. And tickets are expensive as fuck. I see a lot of people talking about it. I've talked about it with my peoples. And tickets are expensive as fuck. Just for the shows, if you want to go to just the concerts, both Friday and Saturday, that shit is going to run you, let's see, $250, about $280 after fees and taxes and all that shit. So $280 just for the concerts Friday and Saturday. If you wanted to buy just a Friday ticket for both the convention and the concert, $175 plus fees. Same with Saturday. If you wanted to buy the weekend pass, $300 plus fees. That is dipping into your wallet like crazy. So, but yeah, see a lot of people talking about that because the ticket price for Juggalo weekend is more than what the gathering normally costs. And that's like an outdoor festival that's 3-4 days long, but oh well, that's what it is. And then Violent J actually took to social media up on, I think it was Instagram. You can leave like little notes, and someone caught it saying, Insane Clown Posse full-length album dropping at the gathering. And then I saw Humble Among said he got into communications with Violent J to confirm that it was the 6th. Violent J said it was the 6th. Then Violent J hit the Notes on Instagram again saying it was the 6th is coming at the gathering. So the knot is the speculative title of the 6th of the second deck. We've been waiting to hear news about it. I talked about it in my year-end wrap-up. They're working with Mikey Clark. Shaggy confirmed that on the Shaggy Show a while ago, that they are working with Mikey Clark for the 6th of this deck. And on the year-end wrap-up, I said, don't rush it. Take your time. Do what you got to do to make it right. I stand behind that. And if you go peep the Shaggy Show that was streamed January 7th, the video or the stream is called Tantalizing Teasers and Stupendous Surprises on YouTube. This is what Shaggy 2 Dope had to say.
Violent J says new ICP album at the Gathering, the 6th. No, he didn't, and that's a farce. That is not true whatsoever. If he said it, I don't know why he'd say that, because it's not happening. It'd be impossible.
Yes.
Man, that'd be impossible to even make that date. Murder Mayhem Show.
So that's what Shaggy said. That's what Shaggy said on the Shaggy Show live stream, Tantalizing Teasers and Stupendous Surprises. You can peep that at 24 minutes and 28 seconds in. According to Shaggy, it's not happening. That's impossible for the album to actually make the release date of the gathering. I saw him talking about they're hitting the road in June, or the tour is wrapping up in June. So they're going to be hitting the farewell tour this year as well. So is this just another case of Violent J getting excited? Maybe they are starting the groundwork of actually working on the 6th. You know, it reminds me of during the lockdown when they had that seminar on the live streams. Remember that? And they talked about dropping Yum Yum and then the seeds of Yum Yum and all that shit, the clown paintings and a whole bunch of other shit, a lot of which never saw the light of day, some of which was delayed by, a good amount of time. I think Violent J just has this thing where he gets excited about some shit, spills the beans about it, and then, but really nobody's ready for it. Like, nobody knows that he's talking about this shit. Like, if you remember in those live streams, Jumpsteady's sitting there listening to all this shit being rambled off about what was going to get done, and he's like, this shit ain't happening, and they're sitting there like, no, this shit's happening. So I think this is a case of that, of Violent J just getting excited about working on the 6th and just said, fuck it, we're dropping it at the gathering. And according to Shaggy, it's not going to happen. I maintain, take your time, no rush. It doesn't have to drop at the gathering. It doesn't have to drop fucking this year. I don't know. But if they're working with Mikey Clark, there's, a good chance, a better chance that it would be better than the music that they've been recently putting out. If you peeped out Deck the Jaws, the new single from ICP, the Christmas single, it's up on YouTube. I think Fago Lovers uploaded it. This shit sounds like classic ICP. It sounds like it was recorded during the Mighty Death Pop era, to me. Maybe it was. I mean, who the fuck knows? But that EP or that song, and it's produced by Mikey Clark. So what is it with ICP and Mikey Clark where when they get together, it's just the best come out of the both of them, right? Like Mikey Clark could go work with whoever and put out some dope shit. But when he works with the clowns, it's just like better and just so good. ICP, they could go work with whatever producer. And, some of it, to me, it'll be all right. Some of it will be good. But when they get together with Mikey Clark, It's just phenomenal. Their track record speaks for itself. I mean, I don't know. I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it if it has the vibe that the Deck the Jaws single sounds like. If Mikey Clark could bring that out of the clowns like that and vice versa, with ICP bringing that out of Mikey Clark, I'm all for it, man, because that Deck the Jaws single was dope. So we'll just have to wait and see. I think Violent J just got a little too excited announcing the release date for the 6th. I mean, it's the new year. I don't know what he's got going on, what he's up to. But yeah. No new 6th, according to Shaggy. But new 6th is dropping at the Gathering, according to Violent J. And then the last little bit of news we're going to cover before we bounce the fuck up out of here. Claas. I probably should have covered this in the new music segment, but I haven't seen anybody talk about this. No One Gets Out Alive, the new single from Claas. I haven't seen any kind of commentary on this. Again, I don't really watch videos, but I am subscribed to people up on the YouTubes and whatnot. Haven't seen any videos being made about this specific topic, or at least, about this specific topic. But Claas drops a new song called No One Gets Out Alive, and he's proclaiming that the Underground Avengers is dead and proceeds to call Bukshot and Boondox clowns. A diss song from Claas to Bukshot and Boondox. What could this be about? I don't know. I wonder, I thought to myself when I finally did hear this song, because I didn't listen to it right away, which is another thing, like nobody was talking about. I saw nobody talking about it. You figure this would get some kind of fucking news or something. Nobody was talking about it. So when I did hear it, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is Claas doing this? And I'm thinking to myself, maybe, the Underground Avengers album Oblivion dropped last year. And maybe Bukshot and Boondox had decided that this was going to be the last UGA album and didn't decide to tell Claas. That's kind of the theory that I came up with. Like, what else could it be? I doubt that Bukshot does bad business, right? Like, I feel like we would have heard that by now at this point. Like, this dude just pumps so much stuff out, puts out projects for other people. Like, I feel like we would have heard he does bad business. So I kind of ruled that out. What could it be? It's kind of a shocker because the way the Underground Avengers album ended, it kind of left the door open for them to come back and do another project. But with this project right here, or this song right here, that kind of just deads it all. And someone asked Claas on Facebook why the diss towards Underground Avengers. His response was, without throwing out full details, one of the members basically was going behind my back. I feel the other member knew and didn't say shit. And when it all went down and I found out, neither came to me with any explanation. Just radio silence, which is the weakest shit you could pull. It's not hard to be a man and just say some shit. And in this song, he's talking about burning bridges and all this shit. It's all public record. It's out there of what actually happened, or at least what I think happened. It makes sense to me. It's all public. You got to find it. I'm not going to talk about it. It's too personal. But I don't blame Claas for what happened. I don't think he burned any bridges. I think it was the other way around. And it's unfortunate, man. But yeah, it's all out there publicly. I'm not gonna talk about it. And other than the song's good too. It's a good song. Can't front. Can't front. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I'm gonna fucking say on that. It's just it's unfortunate, man. It really is. And I think that's gonna wrap it up this week. Tune in next week. Unless some crazy news happens this week, I doubt we'll be doing a new episode next week. But we will be announcing a giveaway. I have a giveaway that I've been wanting to do since the tier list videos that I was doing a few months back. I want to get that giveaway going, and I think we're going to do that next week. So I guess the announcement right now that I'm making is giveaway. Next week, do a video for it. And yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. And until next time, we out. Peace.